Hello everyone, you're welcome back once again. My name is VIC.MATHCLASS and we are still solving the last concluded WAEC exam question. Alright, and we are solving the theory part first. We've solved 3 questions already and we're looking at the 4th question in the theory part. And please, if you are not subscribed to the channel, you need to subscribe so that you can access other classes we've had. We had a lot of classes behind. So you don't need to miss those classes. It helps you to follow what you are doing at the moment. All right, this 4th question I want to look at says, the diagram shows a tower here and an observer at O. OR is 84 meters and the angle of elevation of the top of the tower T from O is 57 degrees. It says calculate correct to 3 significant figures the height of the tower. The observer at O moves away from the tower in the same straight line until the angle of elevation of T is 49 degrees. He said, find, correct to 2 decimal places, how far the observer moved backwards. So let's see how far the observer moves backwards and the height of the tower. So I am going to put up this diagram to represent the information that is given to us. So let me have something here. This is the tower. Okay. So there's an angle here according to what is given us to us. This is T, the top of the tower, R here. This is 84 meters and this is O. And they say that the angle at O is 57 degrees. 57 degrees. And the observer, this observer here that is looking at the top of this tower at a time moved backward. And of course, you know that the height of the tower will still remain the height of the tower because the tower didn't change in height. It's just the observer that moved backward. And when the observer moved backward, the angle here reduced to 49 degrees. 49 degrees. They are asking us, what is the distance the observer moved? Let me label here something like M. Okay, so and here H, the height of the tower. Okay, so with this little explanation I'm giving now, I can be able to look at this question. There's nothing we are talking here other than the use of SOHCAHTOA. When you are solving problems of triangles, you might need to use Pythagoras theorem, you might need to use SOHCAHTOA, you might need to use sine rule, you might need to use cosine rule. Classes on sine rule and cosine rule, both derivation and application, are in the previous classes. We have more than 200 classes that is online. So if you subscribe to the channel, you will access those classes, both the derivation of sine rule, cosine rule, and application using the sine rule to solve problems like this. This one now just requires SOHCAHTOA because if you look at this now, you'll be seeing this is the right angle triangle, this is the opposite side to this angle, and this is the adjacent side to this angle. So what you'll be talking here is tan theta equals to opposite over adjacent. So here you say tan 57 degrees equals to h over 84. Okay, so you can solve this. So you realize that in solving this now, we can just say cross multiply. You will have that h, 1 times h is h. H will be equals to 84 than 57 degrees. So our h is 84 times tan 57 is 1.5 399. Okay, and if you multiply it with 84, you'll be having h equals to 129.3 129.3 meters. But there is, by my calculation, they say to three significant figures. That's the instruction. So to three significant figures, we count the significant figures 1, 2, 3. The next number is not up to half of 10, so you round it off and write that h is 129 meters. To three significant figures. To three significant figures. Okay, and you get your full mark. The next question is find this x. The shift this observer did. That little shift the observer did. If you look at it again, we have found this h, what it is. You realize that we are not going to do too much calculation there other than still continuing what we are doing previously. But this time around, for B, this is for A. For B, you are still saying that tan theta, our theta now is 49. Okay? Let me write it. Tan 49 degrees is equals to opposite is h, and that h is now calculated as 129 over. Then the adjacent will comprise ROM, okay, and that is 84 plus x. You get? So we can cross multiply, and 1 times this is that, we will have tan. Of course, by my calculation, the value of tan 49 is 1.1504. 1.1504. Okay, then that value is multiplying in bracket 84 plus x equals to 129. So you open this bracket, and 1.1504 times 84 gave me 96.631 plus, you now write this times this will give you 1.1504x equals to 129. You collect the like terms and bring out 1.1504x equals to 129 minus 96.631. So we have 1.1504x equals to, the difference here gave me 32.369. What is x? X will be equals to 32.369 all over 1.1504. So x is 28.137. 28.137. But they said to 2 places of decimal, according to the question, to 2 places of decimal, you count 1, 2 from the decimal point. So 1, 2. The next figure here is above half of 10. You call it 1 and add it here. You have 28.14 meters. So this is the value of x and what this question number 4 requires. I believe that this calculation is okay. This calculation is okay, and the explanation is well detailed. So I believe it is able to help you to add knowledge to what you already know. Then I am taking the last question, which is number 5, right away. Please subscribe to the channel and like what we are doing. Share to your friends so that they can be able to follow what we are doing as well. Thank you so much for being there.